my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about why you should be reading Boys Run the Riot by Keito Gaku. So this is a series that I finished recently for the Trans Rights Readathon, which I will have links in the description for the readathon and also to where I'm donating to this year. And this follows our main character who knows that he is transgender, but he doesn't have anyone who he can tell, and the only times that he feels at ease are when he's wearing his favorite clothes. While out shopping one day, he runs into the new kid in his class who everyone thinks is just another bully based on his appearance. Our main character doesn't expect to see him there, and he's surprised to find out that they actually have the same taste in fashion. And together they start a journey that may finally give our main character a way that he can express himself to the world. But yeah, this was a series that I thought was still ongoing and thought that up right until I couldn't think that anymore, and we will get there. But first we have Rio. He is our main character, and he's someone that I found to be both inspiring and relatable at points in the story. One of my favorite aspects about this series is how the characters are themselves and go after their dreams in spite of and despite of all of the hate around them. I think this is something that really shows in his character, even if it does wane and come back and comes back even harder and more securely in some cases. And we get to see him on this journey of being out and also on this journey of fashion and design and brand building. I thought that there were some really amazing moments with his character for sure. As for Jin, he felt like a really good supportive friend. We do get a little bit of his family life towards the end of the series. I thought that was interesting. I think him and Rio had some really beautiful moments together. Like, some of the biggest, most impactful moments of the series for me came from them and their friendship. There are a couple of other characters in here, including Isuka, whose storyline I liked as well, and Chica, who I feel like the series just never really got the chance to do more with. But the one that I really want to talk about is Tsubasa, who is an influencer and very conscious about how their fans view them and their image. He also do something that was a very low point for me in Volume 2. I'm gonna be vague about this because it is technically a spoiler, but after that happened, I thought that would be it for this character for the most part, but the series ended up putting them back into the spotlight in a way that shows that 1, people can be complex and people can be messy, and 2, showed a really nuanced take on gender and sexuality that I really appreciated. And it took someone who was just a villain for me in Volume 2 and gave them layers and turned them into a really interesting character, even if I'm still not fully over Volume 2. Which I would say that the series does provide a really nuanced take on gender as a whole, and in Volumes 3 and 4 we get a lot of really cool moments of our main character just existing as himself after what happened in Volume 2, and again doing it no matter what anyone says or thinks, and the series also shows that that can be really hard or even scary to do. I will also say that the series does a lot with its LGBTQ+ themes that I have not personally seen a lot of series do. And I think that is because the mangaka is trans, so we do have own voices here. There's also this sentiment and message of standing up for those who are othered and not treated equally within the characters and within the series, just like as a whole. And you can really feel the passion for it, and I love how it reflects in the characters' art and design. Which, speaking of, this is also a series that I find to be really inspiring from an artistic standpoint as well. And you really feel the characters' passion, love, excitement, and just drive for what they're doing, and either how much fashion means to them personally or just how much they just enjoy what they're doing, or a combination of both of those things. Like, they're having fun and being teenagers throughout all of this, and I grew really attached to the characters and their friendships. They are super easy to root for, and I resonated with their struggles both personally and creatively and professionally as well. And you see a lot of that in Volume 4, which again, I did not know this was the last volume until the final page when it said end, and even then, I didn't fully know until I looked over onto the next page and the mangaka confirmed it. But I also do really love and appreciate what the series accomplished in these 4 volumes. It's not perfect, it can be cheesy at times, but they made me smile, inspired me, and also provided interesting storylines. And when it comes to that final chapter, I do see a message there of wondering whether your art and your mission will ever leave an impact on the world and people at large. 2 things you can't control and there's no guarantee, but you can positively impact and care for those directly around you. And I left this series feeling a lot of hope and excitement for the future of the characters, even if I will never see it and it is entirely off page and just in the imagination. And I've thought a lot about this series since finishing the final 2 volumes during the readathon, and the more that I unpack them, the more that I find, and the more that I realize that they do mean a lot to me, and I do have a really soft spot for them. And I've just come away from this series with a lot of love and appreciation for sure. So while my gut says to give this series 4 out of 5 stars because it does feel cut short, Volume 2 did bring things down for me some, and it can be extremely cheesy. My heart wants to give them the extra half, so I'm going to, which makes my final rating for Boys Run the Riot by Keito Gaku 4.5 out of 5 stars. Okay, so that is all that I have for today's video. This is another one that I'm sure I will either remember something that I wanted to say in this review, or I'll think of something completely new to say about this series later on. But for now, at least, that is going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and answer the question that'll be around here if you want to do that. And hopefully I will see you here next time. Bye.